My name is Amir Razalani, and today I would like to present about our simulation for activity 1, 4, 7 and 12. But today at this moment we just go to the activity 1. Okay, the activity 1 we have PB1, push button 1 and push button 2, and the last one we have output is the LED. Okay, so this is our wait, circuit. This is our circuit. Okay, this is our circuit line diagram. Okay, we just click the debug. Okay, debug, and to turn on the light we just right click and just force through to give the supply, and this force through and the LED will be lighting because the PLC started and just the circuit just complete. That's all from me.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, a very good day. My name is Sama Wafi Taqiyuddin Hussein, and today I would like to present the activity 5.1 of activity 2, which is the circuit have push button 1 for on and push button 2 stand for push button off and LED stand for output lamp. Okay, this is the circuit that I have constructed in order to save time. This is the push button 1, which is in normally close contact, and this is the push button 2 in normally open contact, and this is LED in coil. Okay, so in order to make the LED light up, we have to run first by clicking here the start PLC simulation. We will start. Okay, PLC has started here, so we have to click the debug instant to see whether the LED will light up or not. Okay, this is the LED. Okay, initially the LED will not light up, right? Because of the PB2 is in false. So in order to make sure the LED light up, we have to make sure that the PB2 is in force true condition. Okay, it will be light up. The operation of this activity is this is the force through, and this is the force through, and it can be AND gate or gate. Okay, that's all for activity 2.
Hello, hi. My name is Abdul Muiz bin Muhammad Nasir. My metric number is AE180006. Alright, today I will continue to present about the figure 5.3 for activity 3. For this diagram, we have PB1, PB2, and the lamp. So for the first step, we need to open PLC editor software here. So for the first step, we need to create a folder. So I do for figure 5.3. So I will create the folder 5.3 here. So and after that, I open the file, create new, click new, and choose 5.3 that I save the folder that I save. Yeah. So here I will rename the exercise 3, and then this stay for the program, and this for which language we choose LD, click OK. And so here I can adjust to the large screen here, and for the first I will click start, and then I will rename the first PB for the first component is PB1 local, and for the type we can choose base type of bool here, and then I will continue edit documentation. So this is the documentation for push button for on. So to add the next component, I can just click, and this is the PB2 local boot, push button, the connotation I can edit push button for off here. And the last tab, this is the LED lamp. So LED lamp I can edit for name LED. This is the output lamp here. Output lamp. All right. Output lamp. So, okay. All right. For the first step, I will add the connection. Contact. Contact. All right. Sorry. For the first step, I can click here to for power rail properties. For the input. Okay. Alright, so for the PB1, I can right click, use right click also, can choose contact for PB1. This is the normal, right? For the normal, I will can choose PB1, and after that, I also can use here for PB2 for PB for activity 5.3 figure 4.3 PB2 is the close. So we click put here, and then after that they have lamp. So lamp we can create the coil. Click here, normal, and this we can choose LED. Alright, so LED here we can adjust, and the lastly for we can add the power rail for the lastly out for the output. Sorry, add power rail here. Alright, so we can continue to connect the wire. This connect the wire for from PB1 to PB2, PB2 to LED, and LED to the power rail. Alright. Alright, after finish, this is the for figure 5.3. We can click run here. Click run, and then after that, alright, the PLC for figure 5.3 is started. So this is they have no error here if you see. So we can click the debug instance to see the output result here. So based on this output result, they have this is the timing for the result. Alright, so if we see the result, they have no LED. The LED is not function here. So to get the LED function here, we can click the PB1 for the force through, and after that the LED will function. Alright, so after that we can close force the LED will not function. If the PB2 we click force through, the LED will not function even we force through the PB1. The LED will not function also because the PB2 have force through because they have closed group here. Alright, so that's all for figure 5.3. Thank you.
Okay, so today I would like to present about our activity 1. We just have 3 components where we have push button 1 or normally close contact, push button 2 also normally close contact, and the output we have lamp. Okay, and we just click the run, and now it run and PLC started. This means no fault, and just debug instant because the push button already in normally close contact, and the lamp will lightning. Okay, that's all from activity 4.
Okay, then for the activity 5, we will go through the component first. It has PB, push button, LED stand for output lamp, and timer is for timer for 4 seconds, and the timer contact which is for timer contact itself. So I have constructed earlier. So this is the push button in normally open contact, and this is the timer which is connected to the timer for 5000 milliseconds, which is 5 seconds, and this is time contact in normally close contact, and this is the LED in coil. Okay, so we will run first the simulation first. Okay, the PLC started, so we'll click debug instant to see the LED. So we can see here that the timer is not connected, so we have to force through the push button. So in 5 seconds we will light up as connected, consider as connected. So this circuit is successfully with the LED light up. Okay, that's all for the activity 5.
Alright, I will continue to explain about the figure 5.6, which is in activity 6. So from this activity, they have PB, timer, relay, and retain. They also have lamp and output timer. Alright, so for the first step, we open PLC editor software. So as the previous activity, for the first step we need to create folder 5.6. So I will do 5.6 here. So for the first step, we will click the new activity for 5.6 folder. Right, so first step I will rename it as size 6, and then this program is same, and we use LD. Alright, so I will expand the view. Alright, so for the first step, if we need to see they have PB, so I will click the name PB local. This type we choose bold, and this is push button for on. Alright, so for the first second, for the second, they have arrow, so I will edit it. They have R1, so the R1 also, but they also button for on. Then we also have timer. So timer is push button for off. Alright, for the next we have, if we see the diagram, that we have R2 for out, output relay. Right, so that have, this is the R3 for push button on, push button on, and next we have lamp. So if lamp, I rename it as a LED, and the equipment is output lamp. And then lastly, right, so lastly is the timer. So I will do it manually. Alright, so for the first time, alright, I expand it more. The first step, we will enter the 3 input here for power it, for 3 input. So we click here 3, and then for the first we have PB, contact PB. Alright, so we just for the PB for the button on. After that, beside the PB, if you see the diagram, they have timer for button off. So they have contact timer for negate timer. Okay, I will do it instantly because of I have limit of times. And then next, I will do for the button R1, contact R1 for make it easy for R1. They also have push button on, so I put it. And then after that, I will put the output relay for the output relay. This this coil. So output relay I will use R2. I will name it as the R2 here. Then after that, I will add the R3 for switch button for R3 for the button R3 for the button on, switch on for the relay. So retain for the relay, and so this switch button for the lamp and lamp for the lamp timer. So if they have lamp, so I need to put a coil here. Coil here, and there has LED. Sorry, LED here. And then after that, in the below LED, the diagram have timer. So for the timer, we need to click for add the standard function block and choose the on here, and put the below LED. We can put below LED here. Alright, so after that, we put the 3 power relay for the output. They have 3 power for the right power relay. Yeah, so you see that we connect at the queue. Alright, so wait, okay, so we just connect we connect wires as the same with the diagram, right? So that, sorry, so this PB to the timer, and the next for the R1, I will connect it to the timer here, and after that the timer to the relay, and the relay for this. Oh, sorry. And after that, the switch for the LED, and LED to this, and then the timer, and the oh, sorry. I need to erase first for the connection. For the in, we need to connect to the switch here. And then for the LED, also we select the with the switch. Alright, so that's for connection. Alright, before I forget, for the timer here, I need to put to make the timer function. I need to put choose variables here, and the expression is t t t hashtag hashtag. So the time for our lab is 5 seconds. So we need to do 5,000 milliseconds. Alright, and then click OK. After that, I make connection from VT to this timer. Alright, so and then after that we can run it. So and currently we need to wait for see the result. So alright, so for the result, alright, they have to see the result. We need to click here, and this is the result for this. This is the result for exercise 5.6. So here, if we see that they have no relay and LED turned on, so we try to pass through this button switch here, and the relay will turn on here. So if we can see the button switch on here, we control the relay, and then for this, if we force push here, also the button relay will on, and then force if we force 3 here, the alright, we can see LED and the timer will on when we click both the 3 button switch for on turn on. If we force close turn off here, the LED and timer will be closed. But if R1 button on, but the button switch turn off, but if we turn on, this relay will turn on. If we try to close this PB and try to on this relay also will turn on. But if the timer will pass through, the relay will turn off. So that's all for 5.6.
Okay, so today we continue to the activity 7. Okay, we just have 8 component where one is push button 1, 2 is push button 2. We have output for the coil R and push button for coil R. We assume this is our contact and our contact timer for the timer contact, and we have timer for the 5 second and the input of timer level 3 timer contact, and we have output is a lamp. Okay, this is our sorry okay, this is our circuit. Okay, this is our circuit. Okay, and we run this and just run, and PLC just show it started, and we just debug instant to see what happened for the circuit. Okay, to give a supply, we just click this force through to the level 1, and our coil is accept a supply and go to the level 1. Our contact, we can choose either one. Okay, and our contact to give supply to the timer for the 5 second 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and for the timer contact to give a supply to the lamp. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, next is the activity 8. The activity 8 have has the component of push button 1, and the description is for on button, and push button 2 for push button off, and the arc coil, which is stand for output coil, arc contact, which is stand for push button coil, arc contact stand for timer contact. And the sixth one is the timer, which is for the timer for 5 seconds, and the timer contact for the input timer for level 3 PLC, the ladder run. And then the last one is the LED, like usual, the output lamp. And this is the circuit that has been designed. Okay, this is the circuit. Okay, in this circuit it has uh, three level of ladder run. First, this is the first level. This is, this is the second level, and this is the third level. Okay. Okay, in this particular exercise, it has a branch of push button 1 connected to the arc contact. So usually it is an AND gate in operation. Okay, we have to run the simulation first. Okay, it is good, and go to debug instance. Okay, so let's see to make sure that the LED is light up. So first the BB1 is in false condition, so we have to the force through. Okay, and we have to force through this also. So the arc coil is connected to the PB2 normally close contact. So PB1 and arc contact is in end operation. Okay, settle for level 1. Okay, for the level 2, we have to force through the arc contact timer to ensure that the timer is 5 seconds to connect it. Okay, so for the level 2 is complete, and for the level 3 is make sure that the timer contact is in true condition. So finally the LED will light up. Okay, that's all for the activity 8. Thank you.
Okay, I will continue to present figure about the diagram figure 5.9, which is activity 9. So from there we have start PB, stop PB, relay 1, R1, button switch R1, and lamp. So for the first step, I will create the new folder for 5.9. Here I will create folder 5.9, and then we open the PLC editor software, and then for the first step we need to click file and open the 5.9 folder that I create yet, and then I will create the name exercise exercise 9 program, and I will choose LD for language. So this is simple. For first we need this start DB. For the first switch start DB, start DB. Alright, start DB. Okay, so for the type we need to choose this type rule, and this is the button switch for on. So then click plus, and this has start, this has stop PB, stop PB. Here we can see the stop PB here tool, and this button for the switch for off. And then after that we click plus here, we will see what have relay. So for relay we can pick R1, that is for output relay, and then for the next we can see they also have button switch R1 and lamp. Button switch R1, output relay, sorry, we can do that if we have R1. They have right. So I name this R2. This is the button switch button for on, right? So they have two button switch for on. So I need plus for R3, and the last one is the lamp. So I will click the LED for the output lamp. For the output. Alright, so for the first step we need to see the three input here. So we can click the power rail for the tree, start from the left. After that we add the start PB for the contact start PB, start here. Okay, oh sorry, start PB here, and then stop PB here for the contact, and stop PB here. Alright, so after that you can see that I have relay for the output. So you can click the coils and you can put the relay. Right, so for the relay so the R1 for relay, R1 for relay, and then button switch at the above. Sorry, for the below start PB they have button switch for R2. So I add the button switch here for contact R2, and then after that they also have the R3 for button switch R3 for contact R3 here, R3 here, and then for the button switch R3 they have lamp, so we need to pick coil here to put the lamp LED, sorry, right, LED for lamp, and then after that we can put the power rail for 3 and right power rail. Alright, so they have finished. So we just disconnect the wire. I will connect. We start with these wires first, and for start PB to the stop PB to the relay to the power rail, from starting power rail to the switch button, and they will, oh sorry, after that for the sorry, for the from the button R3 for switch R3 connect with the power lamp LED and here. Alright. Oops, I make mistake here. They only have to they, they only have two. So I just add the power rail for the two to right power rail here, and then from there we can connect it we can connect it oh sorry we can connect it, and lastly after that we can run it. They have done the the, the connection, then we can click run here, see the result, check. Okay, to see the result we can click the debug instance here and wait for the timing to, to simulate. Right, so if we see for the they have no relay output and LED output here. So to make relay function, we can force through the start PB, and they also have not relay function here. So we try to click for stop PB, and the relay one will function. So we for to make the relay function, we need make start PB and stop PB turn on, and then for the R2 we the R2 is the switch on for the relay also. So and for the LED we click the R3 for the force through, and LED will turn on. So that's all for activity 5.9. Alright. For the next I will present about the figure 5.10, which is activity 10. So for this figure 5.10, they have PB1, stop PB, R2, switch button on R2 and relay. So this also have PB2, stop PB, R1 and relay. Then they also have LAM1 and LAM2. So for the first step, for the same step, for the first, I will create a folder, create a new folder for 5.10, the names of folder 5.10. So and then first I will open I create new file and open the new folder that I create 5.10, and then at first step I will create the name. It's a exercise 10. The same program, the language is LD, and then after that I will pick the plus to make component name. So we can see here they have PB1, so the type is the same boot, and this is the button switch on. So alright, so for the next one, if we see they have PB1 and they have stop PB here, stop PB, stop PB, and this is the for the button switch stop. And after that they have R2 for the button switch off, button off, for the button off. And then the fourth, if we see they have relay one here, R1 here for the relay 1. Output relay, and then after that we also have for the figure 4.10 they have R1. So for they have R3 for button switch on. So they have button on, and then after that they have PB2. We need to type one by one PB2. So they also have button on. Like we will make faster PB2 and stop PB here for the button stop. They have stop PB here for button stop. Stop PB here. Stop PB. Stop PB1 here for the button stop. Alright, so next and then after that they have R4 here for close button, close button. Then after that we also have relay 2. Next is the output relay, and this is the 2, so we will rename it for the relay 5 because they have same component here. And the next for the relay 6 there we have button on. Sorry, it's not relay, it's the ethane button on. And after that we also have the ethane button for lamp, ethane button for R7 is the button on for lamp. So output lamp. So I will change it for LED, and this is the RX for lamp for button on for then button on for lamp output lamp. So I will change it for the LED one. Alright, so that's all for component. So first we need to sketch. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first, wow, there's so many for the power rail. 6. So I will expand it and add power rail for 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So here they have 6 here. So and the next, so we will do one by one. For the PB1, they will have contact for PB1. So after that, I will easy to see here stop PB. So I will put the stop PB here. Contact stop PB. There's also stop PB. You put USB side. After that, R2 for the close. So it's also end contact. You get R2. So we choose R2 here for button, close button, and then next I will put relay for the R1. So for the relay I will choose the coil R1 coil. Right, this is for the relay. And then for the second part, they only have the switch button for R for the 3 1 2 3. So this is the switch on button switch. Sorry. Alright, so next we will arrange at PB for the third is PB2 first. This should contact, and PB1 done. PB2 we'll put it below, and after that they also have the stop PB here. Right click, add contacts, so I have stop PB1. Alright, after that they also have R1 for the close, so stop PB1. After that I will put the R4 here. I rename it as a R4 for the close button. Alright, after that I put the relay for R5. So for the R5 relay I will choose for the coil R4, then this is the relay for R5 here, because alright, I name it as the R5. And for the R6 is the switch button. This figure we will add the button on for R6. So just click the contact and choose the R6 here for the button on. So this is this is button on for relay 5. Right, next I will select the switch button on for LED. For the LED, just click the coil and choose the LED. So they have two LED. So LED 1, LED 2 for this diagram. So this is the final switch for R8. So the final switch is for function for LED. Right. Alright. Next we just connect. Before that we need to see the output of power rail is 1 2 3 4 power rail. So just add power rail and click the 4 numbers and write power rail here. And from there we also can expand it to you can expand it and just connect the wire. So for the connect the wire, just from PB1 to stop PB to remain, and then to the relay. So for the switch R3, it should reconnect to the if the stop PB here, and then for the power on PB2, just connect with the close switch, and then from the relay to the power rail, and then the next connection from the power rail to the remain and to the close. Right, the next is from power rail to the remain to the LED, and then final connection from the power rail to the remain power on button on switch to the LED. Alright, oh sorry. Alright, finish. So we just click run. Wait, alright, let's click run. Okay, the basic is start. They have no mistake, and we can see the image, the debug. So if you see that if we want to make the relay function, just we can open the switch, both switch PB1 stop PB to the see the relay function, and also the switch 3 also for the relay one function. And when we turn on the close switch, the relay one will not function. So the second relay is also the same. Just click the just click the PB1, then the relay will function. And this also just click for the relay 6 and for the remain 6 and the relay 5 will function. And when the close but click the buttons off, the relay will not function. And lastly, when click this direct button, this button for the LED, so click the button on, the LED will turn on, and final switch, we click the white final button, switch button turn on, then LED, final LED will turn on. So that's all for activity 5.10. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hello, hi, it's me again, and this is for my last part, which is the activity 11. Okay, the activity 11 has two levels of lettering, which is the first level has start push button, stop push button, R1 coil, and lamp. The start push button is in open, normally open contact, and the start and the stop push button is in normally close contact. So for the level 2 is it has R1 in normally open contact and R2 in normally open contact too. So in this, then it has countdown, uh, countdown, counter for 3 times. This is indicate as 3, and this is the lamp 2, and also this is the timer for 5 seconds. This is the indicate that it has 5 seconds. It has set up 5 seconds, and this is the R2 coil. Okay, the designing of the circuit is done, so we have to run it first to see either the lamp is light up or not. Okay, we run it first. Okay, it's good, so we click the debug instant. Okay, and okay, we know that step PB is in force condition, so we have to force through in order to light up the L1. So in first level, the operation is um, force through and force through, and it is n or OR condition. It is the same. The output will be the same. And for the last level is we have to force through the R1 3 time. Okay, it is when it is indicate 3, it will complete the flow, which is the counter can make sure that the flow is flowing to the lamp 2, and the timer in 5 seconds will flow into the coil R2. And if we force R2, foster R2, we will reset it back. So make sure the R2 in force condition first. Okay, that's all for the activity 11. Thank you.
So we continue to the activity 12. Okay, we have 12 component. We have push start button. Push start button. We have R1 contact for push button coil R1, and we have R1 only for the output coil R1, and we have R1 contact level for the push button R1, and we have reset for the counter count times 1, and we have R3 coil R3 to the lamp, and we have output lamp 1. We have close contact R3 close contact. We have timer for the 5 second, and the last one we have output lamp for output lamp 2. Okay, we just click the run. Okay, now this is run. Okay, already run, and PLC started. Okay, and to see, we just click debug instant. Okay, this is my first. Okay, this start button. Okay, just click this. Okay, click this for the first row, first row, and it just go to the R1, and either one start push button or R1 contact, and this is for the level to just force through, and this is count, and the lamp 1 already lightning, and this is button for reset. Okay, and after for 5 seconds, okay, this is normally close, and the timer is set for 5 seconds, and the lamp 2 are ready to lightning, and to reset we just give the supply to the counter. Okay, now just reset. Okay, that's all from for activity 12. Thank you.